confidence interval for mean when the sigma is known. Okay. Sigma is known ni kena highlight sikit. Sigma is known means what? Sigma known mean population standard deviation population standard deviation is known. Meaning that soalan give you the value of the population standard deviation. So you are using Z instead of T. Okay. So look at the first example. Ni baru masuk calculation. Yang tadi semua konsep. Konsep yang you have to know for chapter 5. Okay. So mungkin ada yang confused lagi. Kenapa nak kena belajar confidence interval? So this is untuk bagi you lagi faham. Kenapa you kena buat confidence interval? For the sake of your project also. Sebab this is one of the part in your project. Which is confidence interval. Okay, look at example 1. Example 1 in your workbook ni dia dah give you the whole solution. So madam akan explain what is the given solution tu. Page number mana? Page number hilang dah. Page number 306 Page number 306. Okay, look at the question. A researcher wants to estimate the mean number of hours that teenagers aged between 17 to 19 years old spend on social media each day. Okay, that is the interest of the researcher. From a random sample of 40 teenagers, okay, sample given is 40 teenagers. It is found that the mean number of hours they spend on social media is 3.6 hours. Mean is 3.6 hours per day. So the given mean is from the sample of 40 teenagers. And from the past studies, assume that sigma is equal to 1.2 hours. So the question give you the sigma value. Meaning that the sigma is known. Okay. Meaning that this is known. Maksudnya you tahulah value tu. Kalau you tahu, guna Z. Okay. And then from the past study, the word of the past study ni pun is related to the population. So kalau dalam soalan you nampak from the past study, from the previous study, that is your sigma value. Okay. And then question part A, write down the point estimate. Okay, write down the point estimate for the population mean. What is the point estimate for the population mean? Remember your point estimate adalah always your value from sample, which is your sample mean. Okay. Remember kalau you nak cari confidence interval, your middle value is always your sample mean. Okay. This is your middle value, which is your sample mean X bar. And then this is your lower level, this is your upper level. Okay. So your point estimate is 3.6 hours. You state that one pun dapat 1 mark. Maksudnya you tahu that point estimate is always comes from the sample value. Okay. Then second question, construct a 95% confidence interval for the true mean number of hours that teenagers aged between 17 to 19 years old spend on social media each day. Interpret your answer. Okay. First calculate, second interpret. You faham tak value yang you cari tu? That is interpretation of your answer. Okay. How to answer part B? Construct 95% CI. So 95% CI, kalau madam draw the curve. Okay, let's say this is your curve. This is 95% CI. Okay, contoh yang in the middle ni adalah 95%. Okay, so in the middle is your percentage value. So what is the area of your tail side? Berapa tail side tu? Kalau 95% is in the middle, so your alpha will be, alpha is only 5%. Remember alpha adalah nilai balance of your confidence level tu. So if your alpha is 5%, left side will be 0.025. Right side also 0.025. That is the area. You have to know the area first. Okay. So what is the formula of CI? This is how you provide the answer. 95% CI for mu. Mesti ada this word. 95% CI for mu is equal to, what is the formula just now? Point estimate plus minus margin of error. Okay. And then remember error formula is Z multiply with, ni kita tulis formula dulu. Point estimate CI is equal to point estimate plus minus error. So what is the error formula? This is your X bar, point estimate. Error formula is Z alpha over 2 times sigma over square root of n. Kalau boleh tulis formula dulu. Every time you do exercise, write the general formula first. And then baru you substitute value. Supaya you ingat the formula is that one for confidence interval. What is alpha over 2? Adalah the left side and also the right side area, which is 0.025. What is sigma value? Given in the question 1.2. So just substitute 1.2. What is n? Given also in the question, sample is 40 teenagers. So you masukkan je all the values. All values is given except for Z ni kena cari. Z 0.025 tadi kita dah carikan, which is 1.96. Yang the second graph tadi ni. Yang ni. This is 95%, which is 1.96. Okay. So kalau boleh remember these three value. Number 1, number 2 and number 3. Because kalau this is the three common value. So every time question asks 90, 95 or 99, you know the exact value already. So tak perlu tengok table every time you do the exercise. Okay. So back to this example. The left side will be negative 1.96. The right side is 1.96. Okay. So that's why the value is 1.96 here. Negative and positive tu is for in the middle ni dia dah letak dah. Plus and minus. That's why dia ada plus and minus, because from the margin of, from the point estimate tu, kalau minus you get the lower level. Kalau plus you get the upper level. Okay. And then the value is, this is your error 0.372. So 0.372 tu adalah you punya error. Kalau you all kira, the value dekat sini adalah 0.372. This one pun sama, 0.372. Okay. Tapi kalau for this one is from the standard normal. Kalau standard normal, in the middle is 0 lah. In the middle is 0. Okay. In the middle is 0 value. Okay, so the lower level is from 3.2 and then the upper level is 3.972. Okay, 3.972. That is the lower level and the upper level of your confidence interval. Of your confidence interval. Okay. Madam tukar dengan the value yang real, the real value. X bar in your case is 3.6. Okay. X bar in your case is 3.6. Supaya you nampak relation of your error just now. Okay. X bar is always in the middle. Okay. And then your lower level just now is berapa? 3.2. 3.228 until 3.972. Okay. That is your lower cut-off value 3.2. Upper cut-off value is 3.972. So kalau you minuskan upper level with the mean is your error 0.372. Ataupun kalau you minuskan your sample mean with your lower level, you also get your margin of error. Okay. So kena tahu error tu dekat mana. Sebab kadang-kadang question tanya what is your error. So you have to know how to find the error, which is minus the upper level with the lower with the mean, or mean with the lower level. Ada dua cara untuk cari error. Okay. And then interpret your answer. How to conclude your answer. How to conclude this is your answer. Remember, confidence interval adalah for you to interpret the whole population. You nak draw the conclusion for the whole population based on the sample that you have. Okay. So daripada sample 40 tadi, your sample mean is 3.6 hours. So imagine that your project, you ada sample of 40 orang students. Okay. From that 40 students, you get the mean they spend on the social media. Each day is 3.6 hours. So sehari average dia spend 3.6 jam for that 40 sample. And then you nak predict the whole population. Whole population banyak tak? You ada sample 40 tapi you nak predict the whole population of CFS, which is 5,000. Okay. So how to predict that 5,000? Contoh you are using the 95% confidence interval. Ni kena dengar betul-betul ya, how to interpret ni. Contoh you are using the 95% confidence interval. So you can say that you are 95% confident that the whole population spending hours on social media is between 3.2 hours to 3.9 hours. Okay. So 95% confidence semua population spending hours on social media per day adalah daripada 3.2 jam ke 3.9 jam. 95%, which is banyak lah. 95% kalau you darab dengan total banyak kan. So majority of the students spending time on social media is from 3.2 until 3.9. Okay. Balance ni sikit je. Balance ni sikit je. Maybe minority of the students yang spend lesser than 3.2 hours or above than 3.9 hours. Sikit je yang spend kurang 3.2 jam dan above 3.9 jam. Okay. How to put it in words? Look at your workbook, dia dah bagi dah. How to put in words on the interpretation. The first one, we can state with the 95% confidence that 95% confidence that Madam highlightkan word apa yang penting kena masuk 95% confidence that the true mean number of hours that teenagers aged between 17 to 19 years old spending on social media each day is between your answer. Okay, it's between 3.2 to 8 and 3.972 hours. So how to interpret? You kena ada this word, this percentage. We can state with 95% confident that the true mean numbers tu ambil balik ayat from the question. Okay, kalau you perasan ayat daripada soalan ni, construct a 95% confidence interval for the true mean numbers. Ambil je ayat daripada situ. For the true mean number of hours that teenagers aged between 17 to 19 years old spend on social media each day is between berapa to berapa. Okay. So we are taking the sentence from the question back. And then you just add on the percentage value. Okay. Or the second pattern of interpretation, we are 95% confident that, ni macam yang Madam explain tadi. We are 95% confident that the true mean number of hours that teenagers ... spend each day is between berapa? Between your answer. Okay. So ada dua cara interpretation. Yang beza dia adalah the first sentence tu. Beza dia kat sini je. We can state with 95% confident that. Yang tadi, yang ni, we are 95% confident that. Okay, it's up to you which one you want to use. Tapi dia mesti ada stated of that percentage level tu. Okay. So again, Madam repeat again how to interpret. Madam biasa guna yang the second one ni. Okay. From your answer ni, you are 95% confident that the whole population. Whole population tu kalau in statistics, the word is the true mean number of hours that teenagers ni. The true mean numbers tu adalah the population value lah. Okay. So you are 95% confident that the whole population spending hours on social media is between 3.228 to 3.972 hours. Okay, boleh faham tak? Confidence interval. So yang tak confidence yang minority, kiri dan kanan tu. Yang macam outliers lah, outliers. Ada yang spend kurang, ada yang spend banyak. Itu outliers. Okay? Boleh faham? Interpretation from example 1? Okay, hopefully diam tanda okay. Alright, look at example number 2. Okay, example number 2. Let's do example number 2. In a study of sleeping habits, this is about the sleeping habits. A random sample of 100 university students. Okay, we highlight the important information. Was selected and it was found that their mean number of hours, sleep was 6.2 hours per night. Okay. So the mean value here is come from the sample of 100 university student. So that is your X bar value. Okay. So X bar is 6.2. Kalau boleh write the important information. And then based on the previous study, cuba tengok the word. Based on the previous study, the standard deviation was 0.44 hours per night. So kalau you have the word based on the previous study, based on the past research, that is your sigma value. So sigma will be 0.44. So bila baca soalan kena tahu dia bagi sigma ke dia tak bagi sigma. Kalau sigma is given, that is sigma known, which is fall under this subtopic. Okay. So kalau buat example dia jadi senang sebab dia dah divide dah, all this example is under 5.2. So semuanya adalah sigma known. Tapi bila you buat review nanti you kena identify sigma known ke sigma unknown. Okay. And then construct a 96% confidence interval for the true mean number of hours that the university students sleep per night. Okay. So you have to construct 96%. Ini not common. Yang common tadi is 90, 95 and 99. So yang ni you kena refer table balik untuk cari the Z value. Okay. So question ask 96%. So how to answer? First write the formula. 96% confidence interval for mu. Okay, is equal to point estimate. What is your point estimate? X bar. Mana tulis formula dulu. Point estimate plus minus margin of error. Error is Z alpha over 2 times sigma over square root of n. That is the general formula of confidence interval. Okay, so what is your point estimate? Obviously your sample mean, which is 6.2 plus minus. Okay, what is your alpha over 2? Alpha over 2 dia berapa? Let's say madam draw the bell curve.
0.2.
0.0. 96% yang tengah-tengah ni. 96%. Okay, cuba cari the Z value when you, Z value pula. Alpha over 2 is the left and the right side value ni. That is your alpha over 2. In this case, alpha is 4%, which is the balance of your confidence interval. So left side will be 0.02, right side also 0.02. Okay. So kalau boleh understand the alpha notation first. Okay, so you have to find the Z value here. So what is the Z value here? Find from your table. Ini madam tukar 0.02. 0.02. Cuba cari from the normal table. What is the Z value when you are having 0.02 as the probability? What is the Z value here? 0.02. This one Z 0.02. Okay. Give madam the value. Anyone?
2.05 ke madam?
2.05. Ada tak dapat the same answer?
Dapat.
Dapat. Okay, thank you. Betul lah tu. 2.05. 2.05 negative left side. Right side positive 2.05. Okay. So put here as 2.05. Plus and minus tu dah ada dekat operation in the middle. And then sigma is given also, which is 0.44. 0.44 over square root of n is given also 40. Okay. That's how you answer. Substitute the value into the formula. Okay. 6.2 plus minus. Find the error first. Error is 0.0902. And then your final answer. The lower limit is you have to minus. And then the upper limit you have to do the plus operation. Satu minus, satu plus. Kalau kita lukis the limit, in the middle is your X bar, which is 6.2. So what is the lower limit? Lower limit, madam ambil answer from the given workbook tu 6.11 to 6.29. Okay. So the value is in between these two. 6.11 until 6.29. Okay. Your error just now, error tu yang ni. This is your error. Error is the value of 0.0902. Sama je. Error is 0.0902. So hopefully you know the concept of error adalah jarak di antara mean with the lower limit and also mean from the upper limit. That is your error. Okay, boleh? That's how you answer confidence interval. Okay, let's say question asked to interpret your answer. How can you interpret this answer? Okay, tambah sikit the interpretation. So is either number 1 or number 2. Nak guna yang mana satu? Okay, madam use number 2 eh. We are berapa persen confident that, okay. So just write we are 96 eh, 96. 96% confidence that the what? The sentence from the question. Now, what is the question? Construct 96% confidence interval for the true mean numbers. So ambil je that word. Okay. For the true mean numbers. Ambil dah highlight sikit. For the true mean number of hours that the university students sleep per night. Okay. Ni guna ayat yang highlight tu eh. Tulis nanti sekali lambat pula. We are 96% confidence that the true mean number of hours that the university students sleep per night is between, sambung balik, is between your answer. Berapa your answer? 6.11 to 6.29 hours. That's how you interpret the value. Okay. So you are 96% confident that the whole population sleeping hours tu is between 6.11 to 6.29 hours. So sikit je minority sahaja yang tidur kurang 6.1 jam dan lebih 6.3 hours. Okay? Boleh? Faham eh? So berapa persen confidence dia fall between that two range. That's how you find the confidence interval. Okay, example 2. Okay, example 4. Ni different pattern. The number of days college students miss their classes with certified MC are normally distributed with the mean mu and standard deviation sigma. Okay. A random sample of 4 to 9 college students, 4 to 9 college students was selected. The 99% confidence interval for mu was calculated and found to be given to you the answer. Jawapan dia dah bagi dah ni. Okay. 2.675 days to 2.925 days. Calculate the value of the sample mean. Okay, ni pattern dia lain sikit. Jawapan dah bagi tapi you kena cari all the values yang unknown. What is your unknown here? Which is the value of mu, mean, and also x bar. Okay, the normally distributed with the mean mu and standard deviation sigma. X bar pula. Okay, what is the value of the sample mean? Sample mean ni apa? How can you symbolize sample mean? Sample mean is, the symbol will be X bar. So that's why kena tahu symbol. So soalan tanya the X bar value actually for question part E. Okay. Given in the question is N is 4 to 9. Okay. And then 99% CI dia dah bagi dah. 99% confidence interval for mu is between 2.675. Contoh dia lukis is between these two range. 2.675 days to 2.925 days. Okay. That is your 99% confidence interval. Ni you punya 99% confidence interval for mu. So where is your X bar? How can you find your X bar? Macam mana nak cari nilai X bar?
Nilai tengah-tengah antara.
Yes, the value in the middle. That's why you kena tahu konsep nak cari X bar tu macam mana. You have to know where is your X bar. X bar is in the middle. So this is your X bar. So how to find the value in the middle?
Tambah 22 bahagi 2.
Yes, correct. So biasanya 2 markah je untuk soalan 4A tu. So kalau you faham konsep dekat mana, you can find that X bar is, you just add on the lower level with the upper level divided by 2. So X bar is 2.675 plus 2.925 divided by 2. Simple je. Okay. So X bar is 2.8. 2.8. Okay, boleh? That is for part A. For part B, the value of sigma. Okay. The value of sigma. How to find the value of sigma? Sigma tu dia comes from which formula? In the middle ni, kalau you find the value, this is your, dia tulis kat atas lah. This is your error, right? This is your error. This is also your error. Okay. What is the error formula? Error formula is what? Z times Z alpha over 2 lah. In this case, what is your alpha over 2? 99%, your alpha is 1%. So alpha over 2? Alpha is 1%. So alpha over 2 will be 0.005. Betul? 0.005. So Z 0.005 times sigma over square root of n. That is your error formula. Remember? Kita recall balik. This is your error. Ni adalah you punya error. Okay. Point estimate plus minus margin of error. So error is Z multiplied with the sigma over square root of n. So we just take that one. We just take that formula. Okay. Ni madam ajar cara simple lah untuk cari error. Ada juga student yang dia masuk value confidence interval, which is S bar plus minus margin of error. Tapi to have sigma value, you just need that error formula. Okay. Do you know the error value? Tahu tak error value ni berapa? Can you find error?
Yes.
Yes. From this diagram, you boleh tahu error dia. How to find error? Upper limit minus with X bar. Ataupun X bar minus with the lower limit. X bar tadi is 2.8 kan? 2.8. So how to find error is error value is equal to 2.9 berapa? 2.925 minus 2.8. That's how you find the error. What is the Z value for 0.005? Kalau 99%. What is the Z just now? Tengok balik. 99%. Yang mana? Diagram mana? Ni.
2.575.
Yes, 99% your Z is 2.575. So kalau tak ingat, boleh refer table Z balik. Okay. 2.575. That is your Z value. Okay. So just substitute here. 2.575 times sigma is unknown over square root of n is 429. Okay. And then find your sigma. Just rearrange formula to find sigma.
0.125.
Okay, thank you. 0.125. You have to divide with 2.575 and multiply with square root of 429. Then dapat sigma value. 1.0. Okay, thank you. That is how you find sigma. So sigma comes from the error formula. Part C is you want to find 90% CI for mu is equal to, again, write the formula of confidence interval, which is X bar plus minus Z 90%. Your alpha over 2 is? 90%, alpha is 10%. Remember, alpha adalah yang value left and right. Okay. So alpha over 2 will be 0.05. Okay. Just divided by 2. So this one will be 0.05 times sigma over square root of n. Okay. So what is your X bar and sigma value? It comes from part A and B just now. Ni kita panggil dia continuous question. So if you get wrong answer for A and B, automatic dia akan affect your answer for part C. Okay. So extra careful kalau ada this pattern of question. So X bar will be 2.8 plus minus. What is the Z value if you are having 90%? Ni common. Kalau common, kalau boleh dah ada dalam kepala. Is berapa? 90% is
1.645.
645. Yes, correct. Okay, 1.645. Times sigma is answer for part B, 1.0 over square root of 429. And then the rest macam biasa. I'll just calculate what is the answer. Okay. Find the error, plus minus, and then your last answer will be 2.721 to 2.880. So the summary of the question, you have the factory producing toothpaste. So the proper machine, the machine kalau dia working properly, dia akan produce the content of the tubes is 100 ml. Okay. The standard deviation of the toothpaste is equal to 0.25 ml. So the standard deviation given tu is known for the whole tubes of toothpaste. That is the sigma value. So you kena tahu value dia apa. So this sigma is 0.25. Okay. Because this is the whole population punya value of the standard deviation. And then for the quality control department tu, they take a sample of 30. Tahu quality tu okay ke tidak. So from the sample of 30 tu, the 99% confidence interval, if either the upper limit of this confidence interval is greater than 100.15 or lower limit of the confidence interval is lesser than 9.25, the machine is stopped and adjusted. Maksudnya machine tu dia dah tak properly working lah sebab dia punya value is kurang daripada 99.25, which is customer yang dapat tu dia akan dapat toothpaste yang kurang value dia, isi padu dia. Ataupun dia terlebih isi, which is 100.1 and above. So from the recent sample of 30 tubes produce a mean content of 99.42. So 99.42 ni is what notation? This is what? Your X bar value. Okay. What is X bar? Mean from sample. Because this is the mean from the sample of 30 yang you ambil. Okay. So the mean from sample is 99.42 ml. So based on the sample that you have, will you conclude that the machine needs an adjustment? So 99% confidence interval is equal to, write the formula first. X bar plus minus alpha over 2 is 0.005, which is the rest of the 99% tu is 1% divided by 2. Sigma over square root of n. Okay. So tulis formula dulu. Jangan malas tulis formula. Okay. Then fill in the value. X bar is 99.42. This is your X bar value. Z 99% is 2.575. Ini common. Kalau boleh remember the common 99% CI. Sigma also given 0.25. Ini sigma given 0.25. And is 30. So just calculate. Your answer will be 99.303 to 99.538. Okay. So the question asks, will you conclude, this is the question. Will you conclude that the machine needs an adjustment? What is your answer? Yes or no? Dia mesti with the justification. No, the machines doesn't need an adjustment because the upper and the lower limit of 99% CI is still within the permissible value. Maksudnya dia dalam value yang okay lagi. Okay. So make sure your answer tu dia mesti consist of 99% CI. So kalau you tak tulis 99% CI tu, you have to write that one because this conclusion is for the calculation of 99% CI. Kalau contoh you kira 95%, so you might have different conclusion. Sebab mungkin dia kena adjust. Okay. So the machine doesn't need an adjustment because the upper and the lower limit of 99%, which is the pink color ni, is still within the permissible value. Okay.